It's time for High Key Low Key.
High Key Low Key. I still haven't figured out what we're doing for this. What are we doing?
What's that? How's it sound? It's just like High Key Low Key.
You guys say High Key Low Key.
Okay.
High Key Low Key.
It's time for High Key Low Key. High Key, it's time for Low Key, High Key.
High Key.
Low Key, it's time for High Key Low Key.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, so High Key, Dak is going to get all the monies.
Unfortunately.
No, Low Key, he should.
Okay.
He should. I would just like to make my official statement right now. Forget whatever I said before this point, at this moment, right now.
Why?
What's today's date? February 12th, 2019. It's a
You just
fuzzy.
want to piss Michelle? I'm sorry. You just want to piss Ashley off?
What am I piss Ashley off for?
Because you said you're a fan of this Dak Prescott thing?
Yes, I am. This is my official statement on players taking less money in any sport. Don't do it ever. Nope. No more taking less money. I am so off it. Wow, am I off of it? Like, especially with football, but I am so off of players taking less money. Let me elaborate. First of all, this all started because some reporter asked Dak Prescott about Tom Brady's monies.
Of course.
And Dak Prescott said something about Giselle making a lot of money, which she does. She's worth, let me see here. Well, their combined worth is $580 million. So let's say Giselle's worth like $400 million. All right, that's estimate. Okay, 350, 400. Who's counting?
I didn't know the.
Okay.
I didn't know the figures.
It's a lot. That's a lot of money.
It's quite a
I think
difference.
that's about what Mariah Carey's worth. Okay, so. The point is, Giselle makes a lot of money. She's like the #1 supermodel in the world. Okay. And everyone says it. It's like, oh, but it doesn't matter. Giselle makes a lot of money. It doesn't matter. Okay. It does matter. Okay.
People from Jersey.
I don't know where it came from, but like the point is, everyone immediately disregards that Giselle is worth $1 bajillion. Okay. Because once you get past $300 million, it's basically a bajillion.
Right.
All right. You
Yes.
couldn't spend that much money in your life if you bought a plane every day. Okay. It's ridiculous, and then he's talking about it like I don't need to do that, and he doesn't need to do that. First of all, he has been on an incredibly salary cap friendly contract because he was picked in the 4th round. He's basically been making
friendly.
like $400,000 a year or something.
Yeah, they've been stealing from him for the last 3 years
Yes,
because
they have.
he wasn't. Tony Romo was still supposed to be playing. Now he's talking about playing.
Yeah, that's true. But the point is, Dak's been making minimal amount of money, which $400,000 is a lot of money, but it's a minimal amount of money for Dak Prescott.
Yes, yeah.
And what he's done for that franchise. So he 100% deserves to be paid. And that's fair. This whole idea that because Tom Brady takes less money, that every quarterback in the league should take less money is bullshit, and I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm just tired of it. Stop saving these franchises money. I get it, like, oh, well, Tom Brady does it, so they've been able to put together this incredible team. Name another player that they paid. Just go. What's the other Patriots player that they paid?
I think Stephon Gilmore makes a lot of money, but he's like the other guy on the team. Like he's like one of the highest paid players.
This whole this like team-friendly contract thing, the last time I checked, while 6 is a lot of rings, the Patriots have not won every single Super Bowl in the past 20 years. Maybe my numbers are off.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure other teams have won. Other teams who've paid other players a lot of money.
True.
Dak Prescott and any other player does not need to give teams discount. It's not their job to be the GM. Put a team together. This is the salary cap. It's your most important position.
Okay.
You don't have an obligation to take less money. And here's what's going to happen. Dak Prescott, say he does take, and I'm not saying Dak Prescott's going to, but let's say Dak Prescott takes the max, okay? He's going to get labeled as greedy. He's going to get labeled as a me guy. He's going to get labeled as he doesn't care about winning. He cares about making money. And this is his profession. I wish someone would ask me to take less money. What did you say? What did you say? I'm sorry. I got to get one of those wax things with the lighter that pulls it out because I think you said, I'm pretty sure that your $1 billion ass just asked me to take less money.
Taking less money and then taking how much you're actually worth is two different things.
Huh?
Is it not? Having someone. He should never.
Here's the. Maybe you don't get Forbes. I'll get you a subscription. In it says that your organization is the most profitable in the entire world, on the globe.
Talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Okay. So no, I'm not taking less money.
I'm just mad that you flipped me on this because I'm of the ilk that people should take team friendly deals so that the team can win a Super Bowl with the people that are there for whatever that year
Get
is.
you somebody
But-
who knows how to do the maths and can figure out the salary
Yes.
cap and hire some people and get a better scouting
Tom
department.
Brady is so much of a unicorn in this whole situation. You're right.
It's
It is
not
completely
fair.
different.
It's
Yeah.
not fair.
That's
It
right.
pisses me off. But because this matters to me. Like,
It
this
does. No,
bothers
it's
me.
big.
It
It's
bothers me. I'm not going to say who, but I've talked to other people who may or may not be in the Hall of Fame, and they agree with me. So I'm tired of people talking about players need to take less money. This is
Okay.
what they do for a living. They cannot play football forever. Y'all ain't even trying to give them lifetime health benefits. Take all the money. Get out my face with this taking less money stuff. I wish you would ask me to take less money. I wish they would do it. I wish you would ask me to take less money. Ask me to take less money.
Joy. No, I can't even.
No.
I would think. No.
Joy, will you take less money?
No.
Yeah, that's, and it's usually a prince of privilege to ask. See, I couldn't even form my lips to say
It is a prince of privilege to ask, not you, but I'm saying
it's a king of
it's a king of
privilege.
privilege.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just a prince.
I
don't
get it, okay,
fair.
but to stop, the
Boss of
overall thing
privilege.
is like stop saying because Tom Brady did it. Okay, well Tom Brady didn't win every single Super Bowl in the past 20 years, so that means some other teams who paid other people a lot of money figured out a way to win a Super Bowl. You could do it too. Okay, this here is for everybody. Everybody gets an opportunity. They're playing with the same calorie cap space as everybody else. Okay, so some of y'all are paying your quarterback what you're paying Tom Brady. So you got other monies to get other players. Okay, because just because Dak Prescott doesn't take less money, can you put that in writing that I'm definitely going to get a Super Bowl? Because you still got Jerry Jones medal and everything, don't you now? Don't you now?
Still don't have a head coach.
Don't you now? Now you still got Jason Garrett there doing the clapping, don't you now? Okay, so there ain't no motherfucking guarantee that just because I take less money that we're going to win championships. Also, if I'm going to take less money, I'm going to need it in running, like a couple of these contract things with that oil money thing over there. That's going to need to be me. All that's me.
Something you said on accident that I can't stop hearing is calorie cap, and I wish like I had like a daily.
You wish you had a calorie
like a
cap?
calorie cap, just so like I can't go over the calorie cap.
All right, we're moving on. High key, Kyler Murray is going to go high in the NFL draft, and low key, the Cardinals should take him and then trade Josh Rosen to the Patriots.
Okay, I can get behind that a little
Okay,
bit.
now
I can
there
get
is
behind
there is some hesitation on my part when I say this because I don't think Josh Rosen is necessarily a Patriots guy, like a Patriots way guy. However, I
could
do
be.
think that Josh Rosen could bring us a tiny little bit of swag to that position.
Okay, yeah.
So obviously he didn't have the best year. Okay, he also had the worst offensive line in the history of the NFL or something.
Debatably, yes.
Cliff Kingsbury's there. Everyone's freaking out because he said before he had the responsibility of taking a quarterback in the draft that he would take Kyler Murray #1 overall. So I don't want to hold him to that because it's very easy. It's like when John Gruden would be like, "Oh, I would definitely, I would trade. I would trade half the team and get Baker Mayfield." Can sling it. Like, okay, yeah, but now you're in the position to do that. So are you really going to do that? No.
No, you're not. No.
So
Yeah.
the thing about Kyler Murray is he's small. He's 5'10", 195 pounds, which would make him the smallest quarterback in the league, an inch shorter and 20 pounds lighter than Russell Wilson. Everyone compares every shorter quarterback to Russell Wilson,
Right.
but it's not really fair because Russell Wilson's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and like
he built different.
he's really good. Yeah. And Baker Mayfield was incredibly accurate. Now Kyler Murray has done a pretty good job. Completed 70% of his passes at Oklahoma and averaged 11.9 yards per attempt. So to me, I always say the biggest transition point from college football to the NFL is how accurate you are. I really don't care about how big you are or how
quarterback,
mobile you
yeah.
are. It's really up to me about how accurate you are. Because at one point or another, even if you are a running quarterback, we're seeing this with Lamar Jackson, you're going to have to stay in the pocket and sling it. So being accurate is important to me when drafting a quarterback. So I do like that. I do think he's a little small, but Jason McIntyre floated the idea of because everyone keeps talking about the Cardinals are going to draft a quarterback. So I don't know if that's just because people want them to or they're off Josh Rosen. I mean, everyone was off Goff and
Yeah, no.
things turned around for him.
If you're gonna hire Cliff Kingsbury the way you did and the reason that you did, the first thing you should have him do in the draft is get the #1 guy on the board for him.
I do think it's interesting. I do think that if Josh Rosen went and sat behind Tom Brady for 3 years, it could be the
Change everything.
perfect situation. Tom Brady has said he wants to play till he's 45. He's going to be 41 in August, so it's kind of like that perfect. He's going to be 42? Oh, he's going to be 42 in August. So it's that perfect amount of time. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for 3 years.
That's
it's plausible.
But that would continue the Patriots dynasty. Guessing that Bill Belichick wouldn't retire when Tom Brady retires, which I think he might.
I don't know.
You think he brought this life, or you brought the Tom Brady life?
I mean, he might be trying to prove that he's about that life. Okay. All right, so high key, the Eastern Conference is wide open. Low key, I think I'm taking the Raptors. I still think I'm taking the Raptors. I still think I'm riding with the baby dinosaurs. They got Marc Gasol. That's an upgrade.
They lost Greg Monroe.
He's an instant he had an instant impact. I do like Tobias Harris. The Sixers got Tobias Harris.
Sixers are
who was
serious.
killing it with the Clippers. But I just don't know if the Sixers have the experience and the chemistry to bring it all together.
I'll tell you what, they good. And Ben Simmons is only Ben Simmons damn near the weakest link on that roster right now.
It's
he's too
East
spotty.
Is
He's too spotty.
It's so interesting. Like the standings right now, and obviously these rotate all the time, but like it's the Bucks, Raptors, Pacers, Sixers, Celtics, and we're not worrying about the rest, including the Heat, the rest of it. But like that's basically what it is. I think it's between the Bucks, Raptors, Celtics, and Sixers. I know everyone's high on the Bucks and like Giannis's MVP status, but I don't know. And everyone's freaking out about the Celtics too. Which I don't know if the chemistry's going to come down to that either. But I just think the Raptors, everyone has it in their mind that the Raptors are the same team that they were the last couple years, and they're not. Like they have Kawhi Leonard, they have Danny Green, they just got Marc Gasol. They're going to get Jeremy Lin. Like they have pieces that when Kyle Lowry, when it all comes together in the ends, like I'm thinking playoff time, not what's happening right now. I just feel like they have the roster that can go over that hump.
They mess around. I'm not saying they can compete with the Warriors.
No, but I'm talking about getting out of the East.
They look very, very good. They're a solid team. I think this is the right way to buy into one season with a player because I don't believe Kawhi is going to stay there regardless of how this thing ends. But the NBA, the East and the West, it's interesting enough that I'm going to watch every playoff game. You know, sometimes you don't cue in until later on.
It feels different because the Warriors are still going to do that annoying sweep thing they do.
Right, which you can watch 2 of those games. Right. The last 2.
But exactly.
Yeah.
But every other series is going to be interesting.
Yeah. I'm ready to see the East against any of these teams that are halfway good, and the West is LeBron. I mean, low seed. The playoffs are going to be interesting.
Yes.
Finally.
Yeah.
I think.
All right. What's in the Migos Culture Report?
All right. Last weekend was the 61st Annual Grammy Awards, hosted by the one and only Alicia Keys. I watched every second of it, and it was entertaining the entire time. The performances from Janelle Monáe, Cardi B, Lady Gaga, Alicia Keys, Travis Scott, Diana Ross, and her. The music was great the entire time, and if it wasn't great, then there's plenty of moments to talk about. Nearly 20 million households watched Grammys this past Grammys, and based on social media, the Grammys drove more social media conversation than any other award show in the past 2 years. While Drake and Cardi B were in attendance to accept their awards for Rap Song of the Year and Rap Album of the Year, other Grammy award winners like Childish Gambino and Kendrick Lamar decided to be elsewhere during the award show. I felt like urban music that fuels American music right now was center stage all night long, even though Casey Musgraves won Album of the Year. Also, we should talk about getting the Grammys up out of Black History Month. Anyways, you saw it. What do you think?
I have lots of thoughts.
Lots of thoughts. There's the most talked. It was something to talk. The moments that are bad were at least discussable.
I don't know that there were so many bad moments.
Yes.
Cringy. Obviously, Ariana Grande was not there. Yes. She had some thoughts right after Cardi won.
What? Yes.
Which were odd.
Speaking up for
Mac Miller.
Yes.
But then Cardi came out and said she was sharing it with Mac Miller. I'm just gonna say Ariana's getting very scary close to getting canceled. It's just very close.
Yeah, she's been dipping her toe in the water for the last.
No, she's swirling the water around. There's ripples going that way.
Yeah, people starting to pay attention.
Yeah, just
keeping a log of the things she says.
The things watch.
We're watching. Okay, we're watching the change, Ariana.
Yeah, so just be careful.
Ariana, sorry,
with that. But
just in case it was like
she won though. Yes. She won a Grammy.
Yes.
Cardi won, which is all that matters. Like it was just the Grammys were about Cardi B. Like that's what the Grammys were about. That's what the Grammys have been about since the Grammys ended.
Bars.
And it's been about Cardi B. I don't have a problem with Casey Musgraves, who, to be honest with you, I've never heard of in my entire life.
Right.
Before
Jeremy screaming, what? Casey Musgraves.
Jeremy is so bothered.
Jeremy's gonna fight for Casey Musgraves. I love this.
I can't even talk right now. Jeremy weighs in like once every month, and you are so bothered. I don't know who Casey Musgraves is.
All I'm saying is Casey got slaps. That album's crazy.
Okay, so I said based on her performance at the Grammys, I was like, this girl must be a studio hero. Because she does not perform very well live now.
She's nervous.
She's like.
That's not available. It's not available. It's not available.
Jeremy can't.
It's like the night where you're supposed to do the thing you do that you win a Grammy for.
What?
perform with your face. Like the voice thing. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. It looked big. It looked big for her. I saw her first Grammy Awards, and she killed it just to show the difference in someone who's ready for the opportunity and not ready for it. Because her made a lot of people remember her name, and I think a lot of people want to forget Casey Musgraves.
I haven't listened to any of her album. I'm not knocking her. I'm just saying I have no problem with her winning because clearly people like her.
It's the same thing they did with Taylor Swift. The same thing with Taylor Swift. They have a pop star in the waiting. They mask her as a country music star for the first album or two.
Yeah.
And then they roll her out as some pop star, and everyone's like, oh,
all right. Well,
this.
we've talked about Casey Musgraves too much.
Jeez.
It was about Cardi.
Jeremy.
It was about Cardi.
Yes.
I don't know what happened with J-Lo. I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest with you. I don't even want to talk about it. We're just gonna pretend it didn't happen, and we're all gonna move on with our lives. That's what we're gonna do.
She was fueled by Motown music, and she wanted to
There's
salsa on the stage.
My mama said, when you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. I don't have anything nice to say. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, we can go
Everyone,
to yes.
We're all in the collective. We agree that should not have happened. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yes.
Lady Gaga, I didn't understand the performance. Love the song. Love Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I thought the performance didn't really necessarily match the song aesthetically for me. My own personal opinion. Janelle Monáe, very Prince-like. Loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And Alicia with the double pianos. It was nice to see Alicia again.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, and then she had to throw New York in there to remind everybody that she, at one point we were all only talking about Alicia Keys. Which I appreciated, because that's the truth.
Nice.
So love Alicia anyway, and overall I thought it was good. It was fun. It was a nice watch, and clearly people were talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate them cutting Drake off. And just as a note to Grammy producers, I'm in the biz. I feel like I get it. You want to keep the big ones at the end of the show, so people keep watching. But you gotta allocate the time for the longer speeches for the bigger awards.
Yeah. Arguably, that's why they think they cut Drake short because of that.
Or maybe just, don't tell everybody, but just do it longer. It's like the person is always late, so you tell them an earlier time, so then they get on time. You trick them.
Yes, but it's
you
not.
You gotta mind them. Diddy told you how to do this. Don't tell everybody you got some extra time on the end. That's how it works.
Okay.
Everybody has that friend who is going to be late. So you're like, let's just tell him or her to be there
Ashley,
at this time.
Yeah.
Ashley's covering her face right now.
Yeah.
Ashley was an hour late to the Super Bowl?
Roughly. And that's like on average how long? She usually average an hour 30.
But like what time? I mean, it's hard to know when the Super Bowl starts.
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Get it.
It's pretty clear.
We're not defending her right now.
To be fair,
we going in.
when I got there, it was 0-0. And I only missed the first quarter.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
the more important thing is that's a thing that starts really kind of at a specific time.
Right.
Okay. Like,
to be fair, there's traffic. We live in Los Angeles.
No, you were late. Which is fine.
Ashley.
Like, you're not obligated. You are not obligated to be on time. You're not obligated to be on time for a house party. Okay, that's unless it's for you, which it wasn't.
You're far too blessed to be complaining about traffic.
Yeah, for sure. You're driving a car with a heated fucking steering wheel. Okay.
We don't complain about traffic.
More importantly, when you're late to something like that starts a specific time and you're considerably late, people start to worry about your welfare.
People.
You did that like the first 1 or 2 times, and
then
you stopped that real quick.
Yeah.
What? Worrying about if you're alive or not?
Yeah.
Remember the draft? You were worried? No.
Yeah, I was worried.
But then if a person's always late, then eventually you don't worry anymore.
Well, yeah, it's like
fine.
The boy who cried wolf. Eventually you stop worrying about if they're alive or not. Okay, well, I don't care if you live then.
Yeah, I was saying, we'll stop caring about you.
That was the moral
Final
of the story.
note, we'll stop caring about Ashley's well-being.
Right.
Thank you.
All right,
What do you
this
mean?
is much
Thank
easier.
you.
I already feel like.
And a person who the most random things on earth happened to. You're
Right.
like, oh, I ran over a rabbit, its teeth pierced my tire, and blew out my other 4 tires, and now I'm stuck in the middle of Idaho. I'm going to miss the show today. Okay,
random
what were you
shit
doing in
does happen,
Idaho?
Ashley.
I was going on a quick drive to get some extra peanuts that I like. I love these particular peanuts.
Of all
flew
the
to
stories
Idaho.
in your arsenal, you choose something that never happened.
Right. Well,
that's the point, 'cause it's like,
these all
that's the
sound pretty
point.
similar
Yeah.
to the ones that did
This is
happen.
almost believe. I would
I won't
totally
be tied
believe
to
that.
Idaho.
Remember
but-
you
okay.
flew to Hawaii for the weekend
No.
and then
All right. next story.
That's my point.
What's up next?
All right. Anyway, Cardi deleted her Instagram, which is
Yes.
sad. Stop picking on Cardi.
Please.
Honestly, if you're picking on Cardi, you're not with us.
she
So
also
just-
should also stop asking, like, she's got to stop feeding into the stuff, because this
But
is what
that's
people
her
want.
thing,
This is
though.
what people want,
Here's
though.
my thing with Cardi, and I'm with you because. Social media is a vortex of insanity,
Right.
and most we love all our fans. Thank you for commenting. Please keep
Yes.
doing it. But the reality is, if you're only on there to talk shit, Like you're literally not serving yourself or others. Like not to get all philosophical and stuff, but like that time you spend talking to a celebrity that you're never gonna meet or whatever, like that could be spent making yourself better.
Yes, or the time you spent you throw some vitriol out there and you keep checking your phone to see if somebody reacted to it or how many likes it's getting. It's
Like you could be doing crunches.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Crunches, hella crunches during
So
that
many
time.
crunches. You could have a 6-pack with all the time you spent trolling Cardi B.
Imagine if you imagine after you troll
That's a lot.
somebody on social media and you did 10 push-ups after every time. Like how good a shape
Or
you
no, I'm
be
saying in lieu of. Not in addition to, like in lieu of.
It takes some weaning off for
I
some
like
people.
it. Let's start with that.
Yes.
As a punishment to yourself, okay, as being an internet troll, for every mean thing you say, do 10 push-ups.
10 push-ups.
So at least you've
body
earned
squats,
it, or
something.
at least you're making you're using some sort of motivational thing. My thing is that you should do the push-ups instead of trolling people on the internet.
Push-ups are hard though.
Waste of conversation because people are not going to stop doing this. The
Right.
point is, Cardi is a woman of the people. Like that's her thing.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say to her like, stop checking social media,
Stop
stop getting
people.
involved, stop talking to people, because that's her thing. That's why everybody loves her.
Yeah.
Because she's relatable. She gets up there and starts saying she should be smoking weed. Like that's her thing. So I can't like she's one of those people that I can't really criticize for being involved in that.
Right, of course.
I agree with you. She should stop because
At some point.
it's stop deleting your Instagram. We like your Instagram.
We really do.
So, but anyway, all right, and also,
yes.
21 Savage has been paroled.
Yes, on custody from ICE. So,
Yeah.
21,
Stop
21,
picking on
21
Savage. 21,
Yes.
21, 21.